Well, alrighty. I've been gone for a few days. Gotta pick up where I left off and piece together what the hell was happening. But we are at the end of, I believe, our first run of day 2. And I think we've still got plenty more I gotta try to go back and fix, right? Sample to show the authorities. Let's see. The ruling Kane family calls me their friend. I didn't receive Isidore's last parcel. So I might want to go back and see if I can grab that package, yeah. Casper Kane's held captive, which maybe I can just leave. The gang war is still smoldering. I don't know if I have a solution for that. I've taken charge of the fight against the epidemic. The town and its authorities are ready to submit my will. That's the previous page. I did make it to Simon Kane's study, but I don't know what else to do with that. I think I'm not done yet.
The day is over. The end draws ever closer. A new pantomime is rehearsed here.
A new play is being rehearsed in the theater. Yesterday, the streets were in turmoil, and today everyone seems so lost, dumbfounded, almost, without Simon and Isidore. I'm lost too. I still can't believe they're both dead. The man I came to see, and the man who summoned me here. You understand us all better than you think. You know, both Simon and Isidore agreed that you can't lead someone by the hand forever. Children must grow up. But here's the paradox. They succeeded in this with their own families, and yet the town clung to them until the very end. They taught us everything, but we never believed we'd learned. We learned it. Not the best time for a test of independence. Then again, tests are never timely. It's a shame you never met either of them. A single conversation with either could change a person's fate. At least I made peace with... didn't make Simon's family mad. I visited the Kanes today and spoke with Georgie. Georgie's a difficult man. Grief doesn't make anyone easier. Did you know he sculpts in his spare time? A good sculptor captures a turbulent, living emotion and freezes it in stone. Georgie resembles his craft. He feels something, and then he freezes that emotion forever. It's good that you visited him today, a day after his brother's death. His feelings hadn't yet turned to stone. It wasn't easy. It's like he was deliberately provoking me. The Kanes are demanding. Even the seemingly pliable Victor, even little Casper, they're used to testing each other, as well as those around them. I don't know what you and Georgie talked about, but it seems you passed the test. Only this test wasn't set by Georgie, but by Simon himself. I thought so. Someone was waiting for you after all, and it's not like him to deny a guest a proper welcome. Apparently, Simon invited another guest, some woman, also from the capital. Have you heard anything about that? I heard an unfamiliar woman's voice at the station when your train arrived. A decisive voice, like steel. What was it she said? Something about heading to the tallest landmark. There was a smirk in her voice as she said it. The main landmark here is the polyhedron, and the crucible is right next to it. As is the Stillwater, and our cathedral. I didn't like the way she chuckled. Even if she's Simon's guest, one shouldn't snicker like that when they speak of the polyhedron. At least you've confirmed she exists. I wasn't sure whether Mark Immortal was playing a joke on me or not. Time travel is now available. You specifically need to talk to her first each time? Is that built into it? There's no plague today, so I can't go shoot the plague. So I think I have less replaying to do. I'm not even sure how much replaying, honestly. Yeah, we don't have access to our powers yet because we weren't given emergency control until later. I do think we have more to do still. Oh yeah, so I need to reset the burial. So yeah, I failed to check in on the body. I did not get the growth. I was trying to find the sample. I examined everything I could. The evidence doesn't connect with the mold outside the house at all. Could there be any inside? So I got thrown out. I've not successfully gotten that mold sample I'd want. So I think I want to reset that apart. I think I can ignore the little gang war for now. The Kane's liking me again. Don't know what to do with the study yet. This is the strange creatures. I think I can leave that the way it was. Yeah, so leave the gang war alone. But I want to go back in Isadora's study to see if I can get the package and maybe inspect the mold. And then I want to go check for his body at the burial. It feels like I'm resetting a lot, actually. I'm not sure. At least it shouldn't cost me any stuff to do. And one of the big goals is that we missed our chance to look into... Nope, loot. There we go. We missed the chance to look into the body altogether. So many torches. I keep calling matches torches. I can't stop. It's a very weird, disorienting vibe replaying days over and over again. And just like selectively choosing which parts of it get their canon reset. So you can change them. So we'll leave the child gang war aside from now. Where's Georgie's study? Hang on a minute. Well, I was getting off the train. Isidore was being killed or maybe already dying. Examining the body would help find a connection between these events, if there is a connection. Check him out before he's buried. But where does he live? It's not on the map. Was it here? This is awkward. Let's see. Isidore's study. Late guest. I have to check real quick. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, I thought it was like somewhere over there. Here? It's very frustrating to just like have the waypoint just disappear and have the map not have annotations so you can tell what the fuck anything is. I think it's in the back corner of this map. I hope. Yeah, is that the building? It's so weird that the game would just stop telling me where my objectives are. While also not really giving me the tools to annotate it or anything, too. Okay, yeah, this should be it. All the people are gone. Except this guy. This isn't soot. An argument. Okay, this stuff popped up. Neighboring houses are still clean. So now it's on the map. Fucking weird. It's a little silly I can't reach it because you think I could just like get a ladder or something. Get a boost. You'd figure there'd be like a number of ways I could reach a little higher up a building to get a sample when it's a matter of life and death for the entire city. And it's like my primary objective in my life right now. It feels a little silly. Okay, I'm not clear on if you can actually achieve getting the sample or not. Contamination? What? What? Did I just tear down? Can I do that more times? I think I just tore... There's a note, but I can't read it. I think I just tore that down to see if there was anything behind it. I don't think I took it. But I didn't see that prompt before. Seems designed to give you a chance to notice if there's mold hiding anywhere else. Did not realize this was part of it before. Contaminations all around. There's the package with the butterfly on it, but I can't click on it. Main thing I know is that if I go over here and move this, I'll get kicked out like immediately.
Bend a tree all you will. It'll grow towards sunlight.
Bend the tree all you will, it'll grow towards sunlight. This is a place of death. Naka Baran Gazar. A sacred place. You cannot stay here long. Have you looked your fill? Stop trampling it with your feet. Tell me, Oyun. You serve Olgimsky, don't you? The boss is the boss of this town. Everyone serves him. Karishya-kun. Well, I serve him too, and he asked me to come here. The boss doesn't ask. He gives orders. If he gave you an order, you carry it out, but you still can't touch anything. Sacred things are not for touching. Olgimsky gave me permission to touch things here. Lies. Boss Vlad would have never allowed that. Boss Vlad knows the kin. Olgimsky suspects that this house is contaminated with the plague, and he's right. It's dangerous here. That can't be. Enne Aragoi. There was plague before, but now it's gone. You were lying. You need evidence? I can provide that. It's not hard to come by. Just grab the fucking package. I don't... How's that part work? How's that part of the game work? Am I about to just like... It's the only thing I can... Oh.
You can bury the truth, but only in your own grave.
What is this? What have you brought here, Tenigai Kukun? What do you have in your hand? A sample of the plague mold. I have seen it. 5 winters ago. It was because of this that Isidore sealed off the crude sprawl. Locked people in their houses. Kunud, Kashkarla Deba. How they screamed. Why has it returned? How can this be? I thought I had stopped it. I'm here on Olgimsky's orders. He asked me to check the house for any signs of the plague, and I found them. Eneuningu? The boss himself ordered you to look for the plague. That's right. And also, he was looking for some foreman. I saw him ask his people where the foreman was. That's you, isn't it? That's how you introduced yourself to me. I must go to the boss if he calls for me. Ikeke Yokotoib. Let's go together. You will tell him about the plague. Why don't you tell him for me? I should stay and collect more samples for research. That's what Olgimsky ordered me to do. Boss Vlad cannot be disobeyed. If you are now his servant too, then serve. Stay and do what you must, but do not insult Isidore's spilled blood. I'm interested, first and foremost, in samples of the plague mold. That's it. Interesting. I don't even really know what I did differently. It's almost as if I just needed to do it a second time no matter what, because of how things played out. My decision echoes in the future. Boss Vlad will remember that. Riddle or rubbish? I am now the owner of a glass box and a small piece of wood. The box won't open. The mole got inside the house. I found the infection spread. I managed to distract Oyun away. It is unlikely he's gone for long. It's time to look around one last time and leave the house. Whatever killed Isidore, a man or a beast, a haunt or a disease, he died in agony, and the significance of his death for the town is comparable only to Simon's death. Damn. And launches way off screen. I've obtained Isidore's box. It won't open. So that's a... Yeah. That's like all the way out here event. So it seems these are the noteworthy events that span multiple separate days. And these are things that they want me to be looking into as far as the events of specific days when you're trying to change outcomes in the future. There's stuff that I might want to know about when I'm trying to figure out what day something happened on. I definitely need a plague sample to show the town authorities. Do I not have one yet? It's gone. How do I get a plague sample? This game's so confusing with its logic sometimes. There was a plague sample right here, and it's just gone. So don't I have it? But the objective says that I need a sample. It doesn't say that I have a sample. Meanwhile, key items half the time don't even show up in my inventory. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Scraping of strange mold. A sample of an unidentifiable substance that appeared on and inside Isidore Baruch's house. Some townsfolk think it's soot from the factories. It needs to be analyzed in the analyzer. Okay, so I'll check out Isidore's body next, and then I'll go inspect this at the analyzer before the day is over. Isidore's box. That's weird looking. A marvelous puzzle box from Isidore's office. Cannot be opened by any means. Inside something important rolls freely. A piece of wood. Warm. As if warmed by the sun. Warm despite the surrounding drizzle. As if it had been lying in the sun just a minute ago. What a weird object. Just a piece of wood attached to another piece of wood with like a bar or a staple or something. These things are creepy. The weird open bit, like a sarlacc pit. It gives you like a mouth vibe. There are no patients until day 3. I don't have a vaccine on that day. Is the implication that there are more people to inspect on that day, or just that there's enough space in case there happens to be more people to inspect in general? I'll have to keep track of. Should go outside and look for a trash can to kick. Where's that going? Oh, it's just putting me at that, but I don't need it. Deadly test tube. With little precautions, I managed to scrape off something on the coating. It's enough for analysis. See, they give me the update about the quest. It's just weirdly scripted so that the update comes not when I get the sample, but when I leave the room? There's a lot of weird moments where I'm like, can I get an accurate update on how the current quest situation? And it'll give me the weirdest bits where you're like not sure if the quest logic is finished or not. And having been burned by the previous thing with the diagnosis at the bar and then not talking to the specific NPC before I leave, you definitely end up wishing there'd be a slightly more accurate feedback as you go that is immediately accurate to your current situation at all times, because you'd be afraid to leave a location that you can't come back to if the game hasn't updated yet to tell you that you've succeeded at the thing that it wanted you to do, which you intuitively think you succeeded at because you in fact did the action that it said, but the quest log hasn't been updated to change past that, so for all you know, you had to do something else before you left. So the moment I just had with the mold felt like the moment at the bar, in that there could have been some arbitrary action I had to do to proceed it before I left, and it would otherwise be wasting my time. But apparently I just had to leave, and the act of leaving is what updates the quest objective, which is very weird. Alright, we're gonna check out the burial. This time only at like 1 p.m. Oh! Well, it's definitely different than before. I didn't even know you had more than one model for these guys. Or is that a human pretending to be one in a mask? Maybe. Honestly, a little sussy. Can I go this way? No dying today, Megan. Tomorrow you may. The earth is off limits for strangers today. They look differently realistic in a way. Important ritual is underway. Important man died. Arad zon gashundaza baina. Do not meddle with the mourning for Isidore. May I see this important man? He is important for me too. It was him who summoned me to this town. You may not, Iggy. Isidore is not here. He is passing the trials of Suok. I mean Isidore's body. May I see it? The body is being prepared to meet Bodo. Soon, they'll bring it. Bodo will see it and say his words. Bite kulitse bainyabdi. Where are these preparations taking place? Why do you ask, eh? It is a big, important task. One cannot appear before Bodo just as he is. Important man, important preparations. Do not meddle. By Had. I dream of a future where bodies will not need preparation for burial, because nobody will die, you see. You ju delekshi. Dream too much. Men like you often come to our land. I know, but I don't know why. Yet. Guarded by beasts. That's rude to say. Cemetery is closed in the morning. I'm gonna try turning later in the middle of the day. Is this guy real? He does blink. I assume the funeral was already underway. Saw the cemetery yet? If the dialogue options actually don't change anything. Ow. But repeating the conversation gives me the mania again. Damn. I guess I go to the analyzer and wait till the midday happens? Whenever that counts as happening. Also, I'm dying. Help.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
Jeez. I'd like to not be actively having a heart attack. Let's see here. Material examined. This clump is residue from infected mist. Anyone who touches it without gloves risks falling ill. Tomorrow the town will be filled with airborne infection. The sand pest. Kind of wild, it's just an airborne disease, just filling things up. Load the prototype. I think I really need to right now. Mold condenses on the walls, an environment useful for pathogenic microorganisms to multiply. This filth will destroy the town. Who will warn Governor Saburov of the dangers but me? So that's one of my goals now, is to check in on them and tell them about the dangers. But now that it's 4 p.m., hopefully going across town and back will then prepare me for being able to investigate the body finally? Hard to say.
As if things are animated.
As if things are animated. Alright, you pricks. Let me in. They're definitely around.
Poet, builder, lover, soldier. Grass and men seize what light they can, until life ceases.
You shouldn't be here. It's a big day for the steppe folk. They are burying Isidore today, putting him to rest and disturbing my dead, stomping the ground, singing their mourning songs, makes the dead cover their ears, those who still have ears, that is. You don't approve of their customs? Isidore wanted to lie in the town cemetery. I don't have many steppe folk here. My dead aren't used to strangers. We've seen this all before. Think I can attend Isidore's service while they run me off? We won't see the same thing. Tell me what you saw. Strange offer, but I might take it. The chance to compare our notes. And here's the steppe people. Oh, startling. His arms are all contorted. Like he won't lay flat. Strange ceremony. The old man's body on an earthen mound. As if the body was pushed out of the coffin. What's happening? It's surreal seeing cutscenes like that because, like, I grew up with games that present themselves in this way, but it is oddly not done anymore, really. The idea of cutting to like these little pre-rendered cutscenes in the middle of the gameplay, just playing a video file and so on, or in the cases that it is done, it's like they often try to seamlessly incorporate it, almost as if it's almost like you'd almost believe that they're done in engine sometimes, with how subtle the differences might be. But you really did just used to cut to these weird, lightly animated cutscenes in older video games on like mid-2000s PC games on a regular basis in a way that's more compared to what we're seeing right now. Is that you? Oh, is that Ruben?
You look unhealthy.
I heard of you, Dankovsky. You'll be surprised, but I heard a lot about you. We won't talk now. Earth is crumbling over my mentor's body. But one day we shall talk. Tomorrow, maybe. You've stolen Simon's body. No need to play dumb. You came for Simon because he'd chosen you as his successor. Am I right? What? No. I've never even talked to the man. I came to study him. You're a fool, Dankovsky. Of all the doctors in the capital, he chose you, and you didn't even understand. I'll explain it to you, but not on my mentor's grave, and not behind my nemesis's back. Is your nemesis Artemy? I'm investigating the phenomenon of Simon. What do you know of his death? Shut up. All right, we'll talk later. Eni Gashudal, what have we done to anger she? Why does the ground not accept Isidore? Why does it push the coffin with his body back out? It is because he has no continuation. His son does not know the lines. He breaks his own line. The son does not accept his inheritance, and so the ground cannot accept his father. What did Artemy inherit? I doubt you were just talking about the house or some other property. His path, his Kaji. That is his inheritance. Since Isidore has left his path, someone else must now walk it. That's what Bodo demands. The young Borok is a good man. I knew his milk mother. A heavy burden, Harukaulu. It will break his spine. It won't budge. It really won't. Would you look at that? If Grandpa Isidore can't go into the ground, does that mean he'll stay with us? Like in the tale of the Gazar Dur Koyotunusu? Will Grandpa Simon come back too? Do not speak of that Cain sorcerer, Kugit. Isidore kept company with him. That's the source of all our troubles. Terra Zemete. That is why Bodo is angry. Cain sorcerer. I haven't heard that one about Simon yet. I thought he was well liked here. Don't listen to him. It's not him talking, but the grief that claws at his throat. Simon was Karatakun to us, just like Isidore, and we lost them both on the same day. Tedener Ugebulu. Bidemuno. Gansara Bainaibdi. The fact that two pieces so important to the town were removed from the board at the same time bothers me too. That's spooky.
Do not refashion that which has grown well.
Forgive the big city Akeli, Father. He didn't mean to intrude. There are whispers in the crowd that the earth wouldn't take Isidore's body. What is all that about? You came to a place of silence, Shen. Keep silent. Don't you want to find out how and why your father died? You are a doctor. This is our last opportunity to examine the body. Leave him, Mogakun. Young Burrock is searching for his path, Megan. Open your eyes and see that he is struggling. Eke kude. The kin is waiting in awe to hear his words. No one is waiting to hear your words, though. Especially not young Burrock. Isidore invited me to this town. This must carry some meaning around here. Young Burrock will be gathering herbs for the offering. Tonight, on the bank of Gorkon, near Orlongo. You may talk to him there. Do not talk here. This sounds like a trap, to be honest. It is permitted to spill blood there. Here, it is not. The earth in that place will be pleased. This is some advanced diplomacy. Say what you will, Mogakun. You can talk tonight, but choose your words wisely, Mogakun, for not all of them may be taken kindly. Are you trying to preserve Burrock's peace of mind, or are you plotting something? Super sussy, Baka. Also, I'm dying. Yesterday's outcast, today is here, surrounded by accusers of patricide. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't forgive. Is that... Oh, it's Aspity. Can't even walk up to her, can I? Can't examine the body. I haven't seen Aspity yet this game. I can't talk to her. Aspity's one of the weirdest characters. I gotta get out of here before I shoot myself. God damn. I'm genuinely at risk of shooting myself before I leave this graveyard, especially as I get slower. Interesting, still trying to reconnect with a bunch of the characters as we go. Yeah, like I haven't seen Aspity at all. Oh, the effects really ramp up abruptly, don't they? Oh, they weirdly stopped?
Poet, builder, lover, soldier. Grass and men seize what light they can until life ceases.
Halt, Doctor. My dad whispered to me that you were leaving empty-handed. You came too late. I wanted to find out how Isidore died, but in order to do that I would need to examine the body. Isidore will not talk to you. The ritual sealed his body. Even I cannot hear him. My dad whispered to me that Isidore can talk to his son now. He doesn't wish to talk to anyone else. If what you say is true, I wish both Burks to have a good talk, whatever that means. It's a shame you haven't met Isidore earlier, neither alive nor dead. But it wouldn't have been possible. You didn't even know about the old place. What is the old place? Before he went into the earth, Isidore was embalmed in the largest of the old settlements, Sekken. It means ear in the steppe language. This was a special embalming ritual. No one had been treated for burial this way for many, many years. What's so special about this embalmment? It is an old ritual. I don't know the details. The only keeper of this knowledge was trusted with Isidore's body. His hands prepared him for the earth. He made it so Isidore is now silent for everyone save his son. Well, you were right about one thing. A doctor can learn much more about a body when it's not embalmed. Trying to loop again. Now we have the context for where the body was earlier. So, from earlier morning, Isidore is being embalmed in the steppe village. The journey isn't close, I just need to examine before midday. Isidore's body departed for the funeral. I was late, but now I know exactly where and when and where I should have looked for it. It would be logical during the day to learn everything possible at Isidore's death. Duty requires me to tell young Burke what I learned about his father's death. I should find him at the Bank of Gorkon in the evening, after the funeral. I won't examine the body with mourning steppe people present. They'll tear me apart. And Isidore's son won't stop them. Did it really come for nothing? I didn't manage to touch the body, but the keeper of the dead told me that in the morning Isidore's being prepared, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, so we still need to check in. Yeah, I guess next episode we'll warn Saburov about what we found, and then I'll try to track down Artemy outside of this funeral before we then loop back around to check out the body before it's embalmed. Whew! Gonna be doing three versions of day 2 after all.